Sou Patrícia Silva da Instinct e na Web Summit entrevistei Piero Fioretti, CEO e cofundador da Versy. Esta startup desenvolveu um WordPress para um Metaverso que permite a qualquer empresa integrar com facilidade uma experiência virtual no seu próprio website. Nesta entrevista, Piero Fioretti explica porque é que todas as empresas vão precisar de um Metaverso para comunicar de uma forma mais emocional, encurtando o tempo desde a descoberta de uma marca até à realização de uma compra. Esta entrevista realizou-se na zona de exposição da Web Summit e por isso tem um natural ruído de fundo.
Supertoast at Web Summit.
What's the story behind the creation of the company?
Well, Versy came out of my mind because I've always been passionate about communication, and I've always think like I know that we can trick our brain to see things that are not real, and our way of behaving changes. So the question was, what can happen if we can live our dream before that happens? What happens if we can have an experience of that? And then this brought me to think, can we make something that enables anyone, starting from businesses and companies, to create virtual experiences in the easiest way possible and in the most customized way possible? And this is where Versy came out of my mind. And this was just, beginning of 2022.
And you define Versy as the WordPress for the Metaverse. How does the solution work?
Yeah, we define it like WordPress for the Metaverse, and it's a platform. It's an infrastructure that enables businesses to create those virtual experiences, whether they are augmented reality, virtual reality, but also virtual world accessible from mobile and computer. And they just build this as they were playing with Lego. So they take blocks, which could be 3D assets, 2D assets, and on the other side they have interaction blocks. Like could be, I want to make this product configurable so that people can change the color, the shape of it, or whatever, and I just drag and drop the block on top of it. So in this way, they're able to build always different and unique virtual experiences.
And how fast can a brand integrate those experiences in their websites?
So they can, to create the experience, depending on the complexity, it can take like from 2 minutes, or it can take much longer depending on the complexity of it. To integrate that on the website is just a copy-paste. So they can just take 3 lines of code that we send them, and they just paste that in the website where they want to display the Metaverse, and that is done. They are online and people can access it from their website.
And it will be possible to purchase products directly from the Metaverse?
Absolutely. Right now, we are integrating the purchase process inside the virtual world so that you don't have to go on different platforms, you don't have to go on a website or you don't have to go on an app, but you can live the whole experience inside the Metaverse. So whether it's an augmented reality experience or a virtual reality experience, you can buy that directly from the experience. You don't have to go on other devices.
Could you give us some examples of these interactive experiences that one can create?
Absolutely. So in terms of, for example, for a retail store, what can be done is create a virtual, an augmented reality experience for products that are displayed inside the store, so that as a person I can point my phone toward the product and I can configure that in real time in an augmented reality experience and say, okay, I want this cloth, this product like this, and the store can eventually produce that, so that they just don't create something they will not sell, but they will, all they create is something that people want to buy. And me personally, I can have a product that is personalized to me. This is for retail, but you can apply that, for example, for banks, to create virtual interface for banks so that you can access your bank from a virtual experience. We could create shopping malls in a virtual world, to have also like fairs like this one at the Web Summit in a virtual world, so you can access it from anywhere you are. There are many infinite possibilities of what can be done. The only thing to understand the utility of the Metaverse is to go outside the idea that the Metaverse is just only virtual world, but the Metaverse is really a collection of virtual experiences. No matter if they are virtual world, AR, VR, Instagram filters can for us be considered a Metaverse, because it adds up to our reality and it gives us a better way to communicate with people, businesses and things.
Another possibility is to rent the space. the Metaverse space. How does it work? How can a brand rent their space?
Yeah, brands usually try to create things that, depending on the brand, things that could be really big. And what they want to see is their partners or the clients foster inside those virtual worlds or these virtual experiences they create. So if we talk about virtual worlds, we have spaces that can be divided in smaller pieces and can be rented. So how that works is mainly if I have a partner or someone that I want to rent this space to, it's just a matter of using the Versy platform. This is not being released yet, but when it will be released, you can just rent it to someone directly from the platform, and they're able to, create whatever they want in that space because it's been rented, and not the property, but the use of it has been delegated to the company.
In your opinion, how important is it for a company to join the Metaverse?
It's essential. The Metaverse is like a new language because it enables us to communicate through virtual experiences, which are much more emotionally and they can enable you to understand much better what I want to communicate with you, because I can use we use lights, we use images right now, right, to support our communication. Think if I could create something in 3D in real time in front of you to make, for example, to educate you about something. Now, in this case, education, but whatever whether it's retail, banks, hotels, whatever. All those experiences are essential because they can really reduce the customer journey time for someone to say, okay, I discover a brand up to I buy something from the brand. And it's important to do it as fast as to join the Metaverse, let's say, revolution or the virtual revolution as fast as possible, because before you start, the competitive advantage that you have with respect to others. Sooner or later, every company must use the Metaverse to communicate. It's not going to be something that will substitute the physical world of communicating, nor the digital one, but will adapt to those. And the company that will decide to use that will eventually generate many more leads, many more conversions in closer time with respect to the others. So before you do it, the more innovative you are, and the more conversions you can get.
Versy is a software as a service company. Tell me more details about your business model.
So we want businesses to have access to indeed Versy in the easiest way possible. We wanted to make it simple, so we thought that going to crypto like all the others are doing is not really user friendly for them. So we decided to go with a model that could scale with the business and could scale also with us, which is the SaaS model. So companies can, depending on the kind of usage of the Metaverse they want to do, they can start small with a storefront plan, and we use it, for example, also for Shopify, so that you can quickly start in minutes and have your Metaverse ready to place also on your website. And the more analytics, the more data that you want about the Metaverse, or the more integrations with external systems that you want, and the more marketing and loyalty tools, the different plans that you have to take. So if I have to say what, in terms of the plans, what changes, the 4 core things are analytics, APIs, marketing and loyalty tools, and the possibility to use different modules that we were talking about before, those blocks to create. You have more of them eventually.
And, who are your key partners?
We work with, we are Shopify partners. We are also into the NVIDIA Inception program, and we have more than 40 among commercial and technical partners, from Ready Player Me up to work with Unity. We work with many different companies that can be web agencies, marketing agencies, but also indeed work in the software development or the virtual development.
What markets are you targeting first for the launch of the software?
We established initially in Dubai, in the Emirates, is where we initially started and grew a little bit. And then we moved soon to Italy because we had a big network in there. Now we are confirming mainly those 2 markets, but we have a lot of requests from Europe and also from US. We have some partners already that are selling our systems to the clients.
And the launch is planned for 2023.
Well, the first version of it is already available, so I will give you the link for anyone that want to try it out. It's a light version. That still is working. It's generating revenue. In Q1, Q2 of next year, we'll release the next version, which is the beta version, which will give more freedom in terms of real-time creation to businesses.
In terms of investment, how much have you raised in total?
So we raised initially to start in May 100K from friends, pool, and family round. The 100K has been the money that fueled our growth in those months. And now we are making a fundraising round of 1.5 million USD at a pre-money valuation of 8.5 million USD.
And what comes next?
Well, next comes working a lot in integrating, for example, a lot of different services from partners from the Web Summit. Like, for example, we're already integrating conversational AI solutions, like Querlo is one of our partners, integrating blockchain solutions, data analytics solutions like Bizokyo, and many others. So what we're looking for is giving to the businesses much more, more and more freedom in terms of, okay, I can build a virtual experience, but I could add on top of this a lot of different things that to me could be like blockchain or things that benefit from many different systems that enables them to get a return on investment on the Metaverse. That it was most important to us. Give you a return on investment on the Metaverse.
Well, it's been a pleasure to interview you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Super Toast by Instinct.